everybody. It's been a while, isn't it? The last time I did a live video was 2 weeks ago, and I did promise that I was going to tackle some health issues, things that are really affecting us that I think people lack knowledge about it or are ignorant about it. And I feel like social media, Facebook is one of the main social media sites that I come to. Why don't I use my page to educate people about health issues so people can be aware of how to kind of manage these issues if they've got them, or how to prevent them from happening in the first place. Today, what I'm going to talk about is something that is really dear to my heart because it is close to home. It is diabetes. My mom actually is diabetic, and she's had it for a while, I think over 20 years now, if not almost 20 years. And it is something that runs in my maternal family. My mom has it, and I think almost all her siblings have got it as well. So it is something that is really, 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 really important to me, because if it runs in my mom's bloodline, then it might come to me. So if you know me, or if you follow me for a while, especially on Instagram, you know that I am more into healthy eating and healthier lifestyle, not just to lose weight or whatever to look good, but also to help me not to like follow the bloodline of my mom, like cut it short, it's not coming to me kind of way, you understand? And then to also be much healthier in myself so I can take care of my family. So diabetes is really something that is really dear to me. I remember back in Ghana when my mom was diagnosed with diabetes, we had no idea what it was. It wasn't something that I had read about. I think I was just 16 then, you understand? So yeah, it's been over 20 years. And all we knew was it was a ciliary, and she wasn't meant to eat carbohydrates, she wasn't meant to eat sugar, she wasn't meant to eat most of the foods that she loved so much. And I saw my mom move from this plump looking beautiful woman, which she's still beautiful, but then she lost so much weight in a very short period of time, and then she was denied of most of the foods that she loved, which was really hard for my mom because she loved her fufu, she loved all these Ghanaian dishes, and all of a sudden she couldn't eat them like she wanted to. She went from not having oil at all, so when we cook her meals, it was without oil. So we cooked our meals separately from hers, and then we prepare hers separately, sometimes very tasteless, but then yeah, she had to live with it. That was the consequences that came with the diabetes that she had, which was the type 2 diabetes. So first of all, I want to talk about what diabetes is. Diabetes is just say if I make a situation, okay, it is you having excess sugar or glucose in your blood. You are having excess. You don't need that amount in your blood. And there are two types of diabetes. We have two main types, because we have another one called gestational diabetes, which happens to pregnant women. When people get pregnant, they have it, but most of the time after delivery, that goes away. Some people will continue to have it after pregnancy, after delivery, but most of the time after delivery, that type of diabetes goes away. But that gestational diabetes should normally, it's kind of give an indication that that person might have diabetes at the long run, or in the long run. But the two main types are type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes. The type 1 diabetes is people that are born like that. They are born in such a way that their body do not produce insulin. Their body attacks the cells that produces the insulin in their body. I'm not going to go too much into science aspect. I want to make it, lay them down in a layman's language so everybody can truly understand what diabetes is or what I'm talking about. So I'm not going into all the science details and stuff, but there are cells in your body that produces insulin in your body, and these people with type 1 diabetes, they don't have these cells to produce the insulin because their body attacks these cells and destroys it, so that automatically their body is not producing insulin. And insulin is a very essential hormone in the body. Insulin is what allows glucose from the blood to enter into our cells for the body to function. So glucose and insulin are really essential in the body, but they work hand in hand. One cannot work without the other. Okay, insulin needs glucose needs insulin to get into our body cells for the body to function. You understand? So it's like a door that you want to go and enter, but they need a key. It is locked. So if you get the key, then you are able to unlock that door and enter. That is what insulin does. It unlocks these doors that are on the cells to allow glucose to enter for the cells to use. And without that key, which is the insulin, the glucose is not able to enter the body cells. Okay, and we need glucose, which is really the fuel that the body uses, the cells use. The cell use glucose to fuel body. So you running, you walking, all these activities that you do, running around and doing all those things, it is glucose that you are using. And without that, you cannot do that. So that is type 1 diabetes. You do not produce insulin at all. And this can happen to children. You don't have to do anything to get type 1 diabetes. You are born like that. That's who you are. And these people need insulin, extra insulin from outside sources to function. Then we have the type 2 diabetes, which is the main one. Type 1 diabetes normally is just about 9% of people that get that. But the type 2 diabetes is the main one, which is about 90% of people. Type 2 diabetes are, let me say, they are acquired kind of lifestyle, your diet, your weight, your ethnicity, family history. Like I said, my mom and her family have got diabetes. So with that history, it will be easy for me, for it to be transferable to me and even on to my children. You understand? But I can prevent that. So with the type 2 diabetes, your body does produce insulin, but the insulin is not enough for the amount of glucose that is circulating around your body. You understand? Because when the insulin opens that door, that's a key for the glucose to enter, it is 1-to-1. So if you have, let's say, 10 insulins in your body, but you are bringing in thousands of glucose into your body, you have excess. The insulin can only open door for 10 of the glucose. What happens to the excess one that is circulating? It stays in the blood, and that is what diabetes is. Or you do produce enough insulins, but they are not working properly. Some people produce insulins that are dysfunctional, so they do not function as it should be. So in effect, they have insulin that is not working, so the glucose is still circulating in their body. Okay, there's no, I don't think there is any research, or I haven't read it of late, but then it is research shows that people of black descent and Asian, like the Pakistani and the Indians, such people like us, we normally are people that get diabetes. Not why, don't know why, but yes. But we can also say why, or tell why, because of our diet. Because when you look at the diet of the Asians, it's kind of similar to ours. They eat a lot of rice, they eat a lot of oil. Their stews, their curries and other stuff, it's just similar to the kind of stews that we prepare. So our diet does not help. Our weight, which is because of our diets, we are obese. And in Ghana, being obese, especially for women, is kind of nice because it makes you, curvaceous. Is that the right word? And our men love that. So women do not want to lose weight, but then you are unhealthy. Okay, you are unhealthy. We are not eating well. Our diet is not anything good to write home about. We have gained so much weight. We carry excess fat around our middle, our stomach. If you're having so much fat around your belly area, well, you're susceptible to get diabetes. That is one of the facts. Okay, so what are the signs and symptoms of diabetes? One of the main signs is frequent urinating. You realize that you're going to the toilet so many times urinating. This is because the kidney tries to eliminate the excess glucose in your blood. So the more you wee, the more it gets rid of the excess glucose, because being in your body is not good enough, and the body works in a way that the kidney recognizes that you have too much glucose in your body, and it will tell you to go wee because you eliminate it through your pee when you urinate. And because you're urinating so much, you will be thirsty as well, because as you are losing water, the body also alerts you that you are losing so much water, so you need to replace it. So you'll be drinking and urinating. These are two of the signs: frequent urination and then thirst. You are always thirsty. Another one is weight loss. You lose weight, unexpected weight loss that you have not planned for. Okay, it's not like you are making any effort to lose weight. You are not exercising or anything, but you realize you are losing weight. You understand? And this happens because your body, as I said, the cells in your body, they use glucose for energy for your daily activities as you're walking around and do whatever you're doing. But because the glucose is not getting into these cells, The body will burn the excess fat or stored fat in your body into energy to utilize this to fuel your body. And as it is burning this stored fat in your body, you start losing weight. Some people might say it's a good way because it's helping you to lose weight, but if you are diabetic, it is not good for you, because your body, as it is burning these fats, produces an acid called ketones, which gets into your body, your bloodstream, and it is another thing altogether. For normal people, having ketones, because I know people go on the keto diet. The keto diet, that's all it's all about. You are limiting or even cutting out glucose in your diet, carbohydrate in your diet, that it pushes your body to burn the stored fat in your body. And as it is doing that, you are losing weight. For normal people without diabetes, that is fine. Sometimes there are even some complications with it. But if you have diabetes or you are diabetic and that is happening to you, then you are in trouble, because there are so many complications that comes with it. Okay, you also will have apart from weight loss, your tiredness. You're always tired because you don't have enough energy in your body, because your cells are starved of the needed fuel that it needs, which is glucose. So you're always tired. You lack energy. You can't even run. You walk from here to here, you are tired. You are panting. You don't have energy. Okay, and then when you have wounds, when you have a cut or something, it takes a whole long time for it to heal. Something that should normally take, maybe if I have a cut, it will take me about a week, it's gone. Yours is still there. It is not healing. Okay, because you lack these essential nutrients to help aid in wound healing. You understand? So diabetes is a very serious condition that should be taken seriously, and I think people should know about it so we can help prevent it from happening. And if you've already got it, you know how to manage it. You understand? So, effect of diabetes, as I said, or have I? No, I haven't said it. Effect of diabetes: high blood pressure. High blood pressure, as I said, you are putting pressure on the walls of your blood vessels, because it has to work extra harder to get rid of that excess sugar in your blood. Understand? So it is pumping and pushing and pumping and pushing and sending it to the kidney for the kidney to filter it and get rid through your urine. The same thing, you are putting the kidney under too much stress because it is overworking itself. Eventually, you might have kidney disease. Okay? You might have kidney disease because your kidney is being overworked. Another one is your eyes. We have something called retinopathy. Okay? You have blurred vision. The vision is not very clear because, as I said, your cells are being denied of these needed nutrients, essential fuel for it to function. We also have problems with your feet, okay, where you might even lose sensation in your legs. The reason being that, you know, the heart, where the heart is, and for the blood to pump all the way to your heart, and then it needs to pump back up into your heart, and then from the feet back to the heart is a long way up. Okay, but then even when it travels there, you don't have anything attached to these red blood cells as it's going around. So you start losing sensation in your legs. Even when you step on a sharp object, you don't even feel it. So you might even have a cut in your feet. You might not know that it's there because you did not feel it. If you're not careful, it gets to a stage that your leg might be amputated because nothing heals over there. If you get a wound, it becomes something else, a big wound that is unable to heal. And people get their legs chopped off or chop off because of diabetes. So that's how serious it is. I am a community nurse. I come across these issues all the time. People losing their toes because they have to take them off because they are not healing. If you are not careful, because the wound is always there, it is not healing, you might have sepsis. Sepsis is when the blood, you get infection through your blood. And if you have infection going around your body, it affects all the organs in your body and you can die. Okay? So that is the last thing you want. Okay? Another thing is you can have stroke. Stroke because the glucose that is supposed to travel to your brain to function, it is not there. So your brain is not fueled enough to get the nutrients, because the brain takes most of the nutrients. Okay, most of the glucose that the body takes, it goes into the brain, because the brain is what fuels kind of give direction to the rest of your body. So if you're going to move your hand, it is the brain that will tell you to move your hand. Kind of signals. It sends signals around the body for you to be able to move around and do daily activities. So if the brain is being starved of this essential nutrient, fuel, then you can have stroke. Okay? And stroke is another topic that I will handle later. It's another serious condition. You can also have UTI. Okay? Especially the women. Okay? Thrush. Okay? How do you get UTI in thrush? Normally because we have excess sugar. Okay, you have excess sugar in your blood. And because you have excess sugar in your blood, it causes UTI, thrush. That's it goes the next week. It comes back. It's always itchy down there, and it's the last thing you want as a woman to happen to you. Okay, and then for men and women, the same thing. You can also have problem with erection. You might not be enjoying your partners because you lack energy. You lack these nutrients going around your body, so you do not have. You know how erection happens and all this stuff, okay? But because of diabetes, you might be able to lose these feelings in these very important places, and you might not really be able to enjoy your life. So diabetes is a very serious condition that I feel that people should take it serious. We should know what it is. So if it is happening in your body, you know exactly how to deal with it. You know exactly how to deal with it and how to. Now, the last thing, something that I want to talk about is this product, this amazing product that I've been using for a while now. I actually started using it. I joined them because I saw them. They were all over my page. I thought they were nuisance. So I was like, oh, these people are bad. But I decided to give it a try because I was taking nutrients. Vitamins is something that I've been taking because I feel like we don't get everything from our diets. So I take my fish oils, I take my multivitamins, I take my omegas, which I was buying from Boots, and I will normally put them in this pop 1 week, 7 days, I think Monday to Sunday, and I'll just pop everything in there and I'll take them every day. I do it so that I don't forget to take them. And then I saw this product that everybody was talking about, which was Juice Plus. Don't shut me off yet. I saw them all over my page and I was like, what is these people over my page for? But then I decided to do my own research and I realized it's a great product. So I registered with them and I bought the product and I've been using it. I wanted to use it for a while to see how effective it is before I actually recommend it to anybody, which I have done. And I think it's an amazing product. It is not a supplement, it is a natural product. Fruit and vegetables that have been made into powdered form for you to take. 30 fruit, 30 vegetables, and all the other product that comes under the Juice Plus company. They are amazing products. What deterred me from the beginning from buying was when I saw the price. I thought they were expensive, but then I looked at what the things that I buy for myself use outside, and I said, this is my inside. This is something that is going to benefit me from the inside. And if I don't take care of my inside, how can I take care of my outside? So I gave it a go and I bought it. And you actually pay, you can pay everything in a go if you can afford, but then you can pay in installments if you want to. So I've got my website there if you want to buy it. It is very good for people who are diabetic, and not just them, but for everybody, just to support your immune system and support your body to get the needed nutrients that you need. That is essential for your body. Unfortunately, it is not in Ghana at the moment, but if you live in the UK, if you live in the US, any European countries, I think in Emirates as well, it is there. It is an amazing product. Buy it if you can, okay, and I recommend it. I have joined them. If you also want to know more about the product or the business, you can send me a message, DM me, or even send a message comment section and I'll get back to you. But in the meantime, that's my website. If you want to buy, please do buy, because it is an amazing product and I recommend it to you as a nurse. It is something that I will recommend to you as a nurse. I take them. I've recommended it to my husband, who is a pharmacist, to also take them. It is an amazing product and I will not recommend a product that is not good to you. It is good. And if you have such an amazing product and you can make money out of it, then why not? You understand? The main thing is not to make money out of it, but just to recommend it. That is an amazing product. And then I will recommend and I will advise that we all take it. Okay? So yeah, you can go on the website, read about the product, read about what it says and what it does for yourself, which is what I did. I did that before I bought it. I did that before I joined the company. So go do your research if there is any confusion or anything anywhere, and then we talk about it. I will talk about the product. I think I'll choose a few of them and I'll go into them and their benefits and talk about it, but I'm not going to be bombarding you with it, okay? I'm not going to be bombarding you. Next week, or my next video, which might probably be soon or next week, I don't know how it's going to be, but we are going to talk about stroke. We're going to talk about stroke, okay? And then we will talk about heart conditions, so all kidney diseases. This platform is going to be all about health. So stay tuned and thank you for watching.